Have you ever looked at a massage menu and thought, what am I actually supposed to book? Swedish massage, deep tissue, therapeutic massage, sports massage. You're reading all of these descriptions trying to make the right choice. And somehow you walk away feeling more confused than when you started. Because maybe something hurts and you want it addressed, but you're also exhausted, stressed, and honestly just need to relax. And a lot of people assume that they have to choose one or the other. Either the massage feels good or it actually helps, but you don't necessarily have to choose. A good session can make room for both. And if we haven't met yet, hey, I'm Araina. I'm a licensed massage therapist, a wellness coach, and I've been doing this for over 16 years. I own Massage Artistry in Decatur, Georgia. And one of the things I focus on is creating sessions around what your body actually needs that day, not forcing you to choose from a list of confusing massage labels. Here's what I hear from a lot of people all the time. Something hurts and I want it focused on, but I really need to relax. Can I do both? Yes, absolutely. Because those two things are usually more connected than people realize. Let's say your neck and shoulders have been tight for weeks and you want me to work on them because they're uncomfortable, but chances are you're also tired, your mind has been going all day, your nervous system is constantly triggered on, and your body hasn't really had that chance to settle down. So if I only focus on the tight muscles without helping your body relax too, I might be missing part of what contributed to that tension in the first place. Sometimes the most helpful session is one where we focus the attention on the areas that need it while helping your body calm down too. It isn't choosing between relaxation and results. That's creating a session that really supports both. And that brings me to one of the biggest myths I hear about massage, that it has to hurt in order for it to work. Someone gets on the table, I start working, and I notice their muscles tightening underneath my hands. So I check in and I ask, hey, does this hurt? And they'll say, yes, but I know I need it. You can go as deep as you need to. And I appreciate that you trust me enough to say that, but here's what I usually explain. I need to work within your comfort level. Not because the work should always feel light, but because your body will protect itself if it feels like it's too much. Think of what happens when someone pokes a really sore spot really hard. You tense up, you hold your breath, and your muscles tighten because your body is trying to guard the area. So now instead of the muscle letting go, I'm working against the body that's bracing and protecting itself. And that doesn't automatically make massage more effective. Sometimes it makes it harder for the tissue to relax. And when we work within your threshold, your body doesn't have much reason to guard. Your breathing stays easier, your muscles have a better chance of softening. And from there, we may be able to work a little bit deeper and more detailed without your body fighting the entire process. That doesn't necessarily mean that therapeutic work never feels intense. Sometimes an area is tender, sometimes you feel pressure, sometimes you notice a spot and think, oh, yep, there it is. But there's a difference between productive discomfort and feeling like you have to survive the session. You don't have to suffer through a massage for it to be effective. You're not getting extra credit for toughing it out. And honestly, I usually tell people, don't be a hero. If it hurts, tell me. It's still working. So, what is the actual difference between relaxation massage and therapeutic bodywork? Relaxation massage is usually more flowing and rhythmic. The goal is to help you calm down your nervous system, reduce general tension, and give your whole body a chance to settle. And that matters because relaxation isn't just something that happens during a massage. Your whole body has been stressed, tense, and constantly on without being able to slow down. It's part of the recovery. Therapeutic body work is more targeted and spent on specific areas. We look at movement patterns, compensation, like tension. For example, your low back might hurt at work from working on a desk all day, and you might start to shift, and then your hip hurts from that too. So therapeutic work is where we start connecting those dots and addressing the patterns around the pain, not just the loudest area. But most people don't need one or the other. They need a combination of both. And that's why I've made the booking process at Massage Artistry as simple as possible. You don't need to decide whether you need Swedish, deep tissue, relaxation, therapeutic massage, sports massage, none of that. The main thing is you decide how much time you want, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. And then when you arrive, we review your intake form, we have a conversation. What's bothering you? What areas do you want to focus on? How do you want to feel when you leave? Do you want more targeted work today? Do you need more space to slow down? Or do you need a little bit of both? And from there, I create a session around you, because you can absolutely have a session that helps your body relax while giving it more attention to the areas that need support too. So, how do you decide between 60 and 90-minute massages? Here's the simplest way I like to explain it. 60 minutes can work well if you come in regularly, if you have one or two areas that you want to focus on, and your body isn't carrying a lot of built-up tension. But if it's been a while since your last massage, if you have several areas that need attention, or you want enough time for targeted work and full body relaxation, 90 minutes is where you're going to want to be. Because 60 minutes, we may need to prioritize some things. Your neck and shoulders might need the most attention, which means we might have less time for everything else. With 90 minutes, there's more space to address what's hurting without making it feel really rushed. And sometimes the extra time is the difference between we just got to the main problem to like your whole body received exactly what it needed. So when in doubt, book the 90-minute session. You will be grateful. At the end of the day, the right massage isn't really about choosing the perfect label. It's about understanding what your body needs in that moment, right? Maybe you need focus work. Maybe you need to calm down and breathe. Maybe you need both. And honestly, most people do, because relief is not just about going after the tightest muscle as hard as possible. It's about creating enough safety for your body to stop bracing, while also addressing the areas and patterns that have been asking for attention. So if you're unsure about where to begin, I created a free pain relief recovery guide with simple tools to help you understand your body better, and to provide some support in between sessions. You can get that link below. And if you're in the Decatur area and want a session that's customized around what you need, you can book with me as well. You don't need to know the perfect massage term. That is my job. You just need to know what's going on and how you want to feel when you leave, and I'll take it from there. See you soon.